This year I'm going to the Basque region, which is a region between France and Spain. And I've heard they make the best cheesecake in the world. So I thought I'd do a little bit of research and make one for you today. This cheesecake is delicious because it's really light, it's fluffy, it doesn't have a base to it, and what's best about it is it's really creamy because it uses double cream. So in a food processor, add 700 grams of cream cheese. Make sure you bring this out of the fridge at least an hour before using it. You want it to be really soft so we don't get any lumps in our cheesecake. So I'll place the lid on the food processor and then I'll whip this for about 30 seconds. Once it's really creamy and smooth, I'm going to slowly add in the eggs. I need 5 eggs and I'll add them one at a time. So that's the 5th egg going in, and we can turn the food processor off and have a look at that. Ooh, it's looking good. Now I'll add 320 grams of caster sugar and 2 tablespoons of plain flour. Now this is going to bring the whole cheesecake together. I want to sift this in, so 2 tablespoons, and then we'll just lightly sift that in, just so we don't get any lumps. Now we'll whisk this up again until it's nice and smooth, and then I can start adding the cream. Now that the sugar has dissolved into the cream cheese, we can start adding the cream. Now I'm using a double cream. We need 400 milliliters, and this is going to make it really thick and rich. So we'll just add that. Now this is where you can be really creative with your Basque cheesecake. You can keep it quite simple, just vanilla bean, or you can add some really interesting liqueurs and some citrus fruit. So I'll be adding some orange zest, and I love the addition of frangelico, which is a hazelnut liqueur. So we can add that at this stage, drizzle it in because it's all stabilised now, and the zest of the orange. All right. Now we'll just bring this all together, and then I'm going to place this into a 20 centimetre tin that's been lined with a little bit of baking paper. The collar's about 2 centimetres higher than the tin because it will rise a little bit before it goes down. And this is going to cook for about 60 minutes at 180 degrees. Okay, so the cheesecake has come out of the oven, and just like any other cake, you need to allow it to cool down completely. Because it has very little flour in it, you can see that it's just collapsed a little bit, and that's totally normal. Now, we'll take it out of the tin. We'll just take the collar off, and because we have that extra assurance from the baking paper, it's a piece of cake. We'll take that off. Look at that, that looks so wonderful. And now I'll dust it with a hint of icing sugar. Oh, it's looking good. And then we'll take the base off very carefully because it is a delicate cheesecake. And I'll just place it on my board. And now I'm going to cut a slice of this cake. I want you to see the inside, how moist it is because of that double thick cream that we've added, and always a generous slice of cheesecake. Oh, look at that, super moist, a little bit crumbly, very creamy. Onto a plate, and I'm going to serve this with a few orange segments just to reinforce the orange flavour that we added to the cake. So we'll just cut around the orange, and I'll just take out a few segments with a sharp knife. Beautiful. And we'll just pop them on the plate next to that glorious cheesecake. And then just to finish this cake off, we have to serve it with some dollop cream, a nice generous quenelle right on the top. There you go. You know what, I haven't been to the Basque region. I'm looking forward to it. But in the meantime, before I go over there to try their Basque cake, I should try my own. I think it's going to be pretty good. Ooh, feels moist. And super creamy. Absolutely delicious.